Alright, greetings again, cultists. Welcome back to Let's Play Underhand. And right now we're going to try to go for one of the tier 2 deities. It says choose up to 4 blessings, but again, I still only have 3 unlocked. I kind of wonder if I might be able to double up on one of them if I were to try to. Right now I'm going to go after Kekujira. You'll find out why I'll go for Kekujira first rather than JT. But Kekujira's final summoning condition has 2 options. One is 2 relics, or one is use 2 relics, or one is use 5 personnel. So I'm wondering if I had a way of doubling up on God of Beginnings again to get 2 inheritances, I might be able to get the 2 relics to try to hold on for the rest of the game. I won't try that right now, but it's just an idea I didn't have until I started this particular Let's Play where I found that glitch. Alright, here we go. Rumors of Darkness. Nope, we already got you. Start a tea shop. Right, that's one of the new ones. And I'll just say it's too much hassle for now. A fishing trip. Here we go. Venture further out. Now notice this God event chain only has 3 events, so it can't take all that long, right? Well, wrong. One thing that both of the second tier deities, those chains have in common, is a whole lot of randomness, as one of them is about starting a business, and one of them is about going fishing. Both of those you really kind of need to get lucky for, and that luck is reflected, or that reliance on luck is reflected, in the fact that you're not guaranteed you can do everything right and not progress to the next stage. And be stuck on the same stage turn after turn, or round after round after round. And venture further out and trip back in the day. Here we go, we're out fishing. Beginner's luck. You could use some cultists, because on the second round, you need 3 cultists to reel in the fish. Stay discreet, I don't think I need quite that many cultists. Rival cult. No need to raid the compound. I want to maintain 3 cultists. Disease strikes. That's annoying. For now, I'll say quarantine the sick and hope for the best. And try to figure out the way. I guess... Okay, there's inheritance, so I'm going to want... Ideally, I would want to spend... okay, here's another way of getting a replacement cultist. So maybe I want to try getting prisoners so that they don't die to disease for the second round. Either way, content with the present for now. Potion vendor. I might have tax day, so I want to keep 2 money. The Necronomicon. This will get me the second relic, which will make, if I can hold on to it, which I might not be able to because nobody can avoid fate, but if I can hold on to both relics, gods demand sacrifice and they want it now. So notice the options are 2 prisoners, 1 cultist, or insert a Wrath of the Gods. If you'll notice, the disease and sacrifice combo can be really, really bad. And sure enough, we have that combo. So this might be a little bit rough. Necromancy. I don't have a good way to deflect suspicion. I'm not going to choose it just yet. Children, let them go. Aruspicy, no need. Organ harvest. I'm gonna want to organ harvest from money at least occasionally so that I can pay the doctor so that my... Okay. That's a way to heal suspicion. So now I know I only need to pay... Okay, here's how it works. I don't need to do this because I can pay 2 money to gain 1 suspicion. Okay, we got really, really lucky. First time, all hands on deck. We took Kekujira the Cursed Whale. Now the problem is, I might have, with the ancestors, I might need to discard a relic. So I do want... Poverty, that's okay. Yeah, I do want to try to maintain the option of 5 personnel. passage of time. Kept busy in other ways. I'm up to 4 personnel. Bring your child to work day for the greater good so that he won't die to disease. Organ harvest. I do not have tax break in here, so I feel comfortable gaining 2 more money, going up to 13. We haven't seen sacrifice yet. Heretic of the Great Faith. Followers discover hypocrisy. Okay, down to 4 personnel. Small-time cultist. Okay, that's really good news, because neither of those required me to discard a relic. Yeah, normally you have to go through a whole bunch of tries before you get the powerful tug on the line. We got really, really lucky. Ooh. Okay, that brings us up to 14 resources. Let's hope we don't get that again. Rival cult, but I don't. I would love to offload the 2 cultists. Okay, disease strikes. Let's go for hiring a private doctor just to slim down to lower the chances of greed. Yeah, and here he is talking about the Necronomicon stuff again. Let's stay discreet so that if we get disease and sacrifice in that order, we can do the sacrifice. Not that it really matters though, because that would just send... Right. Oh, right. This happens here. So, what I was going through there mentally about, okay, I don't need to worry about the disease sacrifice combo. If this time through the deck I get disease and then sacrifice, I can choose not to pay the sacrifice because the Wrath of the Gods card that gets shuffled in gets into the next time through deck, which will happen after we get Kekujira the Cursed Whale and win. So we don't actually need that. I'll say we need the food, even though it might have been better to go for the foresight. Prefer living service because, well, that would make a 5th person. No, we don't need it because we can just calm it with the 2 holy relics and win. Alright, that was easy. Yeah, Kekujira isn't usually hard, it can just be annoying if it takes like 12 times before you can finally get the powerful tug on the line. Yes, sometimes it has taken me that long. Anyway, got lucky this time around, and up next will be what I consider the hardest deity to summon, Jaiti the Jasmine Dragon, because there the randomness can really, really mess with you. Anyway, here are the blessings that Kekujira gets you. There's Aeromancy. You can sacrifice 1 personnel in order to either pray for rain or pray for sun. When it's raining, then when the rain card comes out, you can get rid of half your suspicion rounded up. When the sun card comes out, you can gain 2 food. Then you can either pray to have it stop, or do nothing and have the rain progress to a storm, or the sun progress to a long summer. When that comes out, you can, again, it's the same, lose half your suspicion rounded up, or gain 2 food. But then, at that point, you either have to sacrifice 1 personnel to pray it down to just regular rain or regular sun, or get hurricane in the case of rain, or drought in the case of sun, in which case you have to sacrifice 4 personnel or 1 relic, or lose the game because of the natural disaster. So the key is that so Jaiti makes you gain a whole lot of suspicion over the course of the game, so I want to be praying for rain the whole time, bearing in mind that once every 2 rounds I'm going to need to sacrifice a personnel to prevent the natural disaster. Then there's Holiday, which I probably won't be using here, although I might. You can either sacrifice 1 money to gain 1 cultist and 1 food, or 2 money to gain 2 cultists and 2 food, or do nothing. Right? Anyway, so next up will be Jaiti the Jasmine Dragon, but that will be in its own video. Later, cultists.